So folks, I wanted to up my game with my cookie decorating skills. I've learned what I can to do some samples, but I brought in our resident artist here, Shila, who can just do a fabulous cookie, because I really want to make some great Christmas cookies this season. So I thought I'd go to the expert, and she's going to teach us how she does it. So the first thing we have to do is mix royal icing.
The royal icing, yes.
Right.
And I'm going to teach you how to do that because the consistency has to be perfect.
Absolutely. So what we have here are some heart cookie shapes that we've already I've already baked. When I took them out of the oven, I do know this, I flatten them while they're still hot, just to make sure we have a nice flat surface, because I do know from having to bake them for Shila, the flatter the better.
The flatter the better. She does an excellent job, and I didn't know that you had to put the sheet on top of it to make it real flat.
Right, when it comes up, I'll just take something, even just a flat spatula or another baking sheet, and I'll press it right down on top of the cookie, just lightly, just to press it all out so I have a nice flat surface to
That's
work
a
with.
great idea, and it helps me even out the flooding because it's so flat.
Right, so now we're gonna learn how to flood the cookie. And the consistency, I do know with this, is a little thinner, right, than what we're gonna do for the stenciling.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay,
So
we're going to have 1 cup of powdered sugar. This is half. I had another one over there, so we'll do.
Oh, you're just eyeballing it, aren't you? There we go. All right, so 1 cup.
So this is 1 cup of powdered sugar. And then we're going to put meringue powder.
Right, now some people use regular just egg whites in that.
Yes.
But if you're worried about having real egg whites in your royal icing, a lot of people just go with the meringue powder.
And I'm going to put 1 tablespoon.
A tablespoon or a teaspoon?
Tablespoon, they said.
Okay. And I just got this at Michael's.
And then to make it more whiter, we put cream of tartar. Just a pinch of it.
There we go. Okay. Now, the key is adding the water. So you're gonna mix that up, right?
Yes.
And I just brought some water here, and we're gonna do it by the tablespoon, just so we kind of have a better idea of how much water we need for this 1 cup mixture.
And you just put little by little.
So 1 tablespoon, 2, you think that's enough?
And I'm going to wait and see, and then you can always add more.
Okay, now see how that is, and it's kind of yellowy, and it's runny. We're gonna actually mix this for 3 to 4 minutes, and supposedly it's gonna get a lot whiter. So we'll come back after we finish mixing and we'll show you what we have. Okay, so now we've been mixing it for a while, and what do we have? All right, so it's a little thick.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit thick. We need a little bit of more water.
So just like
That's
a tiny little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to mix it again.
You can already see that it's getting whiter. Not getting there? Almost. That's a little runny though, isn't it?
It'll be okay.
I'll mix it a little bit more.
This is the consistency that you need.
Okay. So you want it to
And
be
it
able to
became
drip
more
off.
wider.
Okay, so yeah, it is a lot wider, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So now let's get the rest of it. Okay, put that down here. Uh-oh. Yes.
Okay.
Won't be using that one.
See the consistency of this?
Oh, good. So you basically want it to be able to run off of your
Correct.
trowel. Okay, so now how do we actually get it on the cookie? Because I've seen online where some people will put it in a piping bag
Yes.
and pipe an outline edge.
I like it that way. Now I make my own cone.
Oh.
I don't like the piping bag because the nozzle that you put on it, it's very thick and I like it more thin.
Oh.
So I make my own cone.
All right, so
And
let's
it's
get some.
more, it gives you more control over it. That's what I think.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna show me how to make one?
I'll show you how to make a plastic, from the plastic bag. You can use any bag.
Oh, or you can use parchment paper, right?
You can use parchment paper, you can use plastic bag, you can use Ziploc bag if you don't have any plastic.
Okay.
Anything you can use. You can use parchment paper. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you how to do this. It's very
See, now
easy.
Sheila's an expert henna painter.
Yes.
So
That's what I used to do.
She's very experienced at making these cones, so I was impressed when I saw her making.
You just hold your
Start again. Let me. Actually, why don't I do it and you teach me how I'm doing it? So we have a piece of plastic. See how it's cut into a rectangle like that. Okay. So now what do I do?
Now hold this. Hold your thumb
like that.
Yes.
Okay.
and fold it.
Fold it like
There
that.
you go. And you hold it from here
Down here.
and try and make it into a
And still use this hand to keep
yes,
rotating
keep
it.
rotating it. And make sure that this portion also
Oh, stays with the plastic.
correct. There you go.
Am I
There you
making it a
go.
little too big?
That's fine. If it's big, it's okay. There you go. You got it.
Oh wow. Okay. So
You
now
got
you basically want to make sure that she's right. That inside piece stays
It
flat.
stays, yes.
Okay.
And then there is a seam over here where the plastic, see how you see that seam over there?
This the outside piece.
Plastic,
The
yes.
outside piece of plastic.
And
so,
you tape that.
Okay. So just get some regular tape
There you go.
and tape it so
Good
that's
job.
all in place.
Oh, there.
Oh.
That was easy.
Okay. So see, there's my cone. Sheila's got her cone. All right. Now.
And then what you do is you put the icing in the cone.
See, now this is the messy part.
You can do it with a spoon. I think it would be better with a spoon.
Okay. I think it was good right there. There we go.
There you go. There, you try it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Is that enough, or should I?
No, more, a little bit more. There you go. That's good. Perfect.
All right.
And now we're going to fold that.
Okay. So now what do I do?
Now you fold this piece
This
down
piece. Okay. So
all together.
that triangle part, we're gonna fold it forward
Correct.
over the seam, right?
Yes,
Over the opening.
And then from the right hand side, fold it in.
Fold that in
There
right
you go.
there. Okay.
And from the left hand side too. And
Okay.
try and
And then fold again.
fold it again. Fold it again.
Okay,
And then
now-
tape it.
Okay, so I'm taping it. Why?
You're taping it so all the icing doesn't come out from top.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay.
You can even tape it more if you want this way and this way.
Okay,
So the
now-
icing doesn't come
Knowing
out.
me, I'm gonna need to put a lot of tape on this.
Correct.
That's my
You-
problem, is it always ends up coming up the top every time I've tried this. But no, I haven't done it with your plastic bag.
I see some over here and make sure that
Oh, there's
we
little holes.
want to really enforce the tape over there so it doesn't
Okay,
come out for you
from the top. Okay.
from the top.
Yours looks so dainty, mine doesn't.
It's always a practice. You have to, you're doing it for the first time, so the more you do it, everything needs practice.
Alrighty.
Okay, now we can cut the tip of it.
Okay. Okay, so that's where you want just a little, that's where you can basically decide what size tip you want.
Correct.
It's just by cutting it.
Correct.
And so it comes out like
There you
that.
go. And you hold it right from top over there.
Oh, the very top.
Correct.
Okay, so that
And make sure it is real tight.
And you just keep squeezing more down.
And yeah, and very little. Don't squeeze a whole lot. And that's.
Now I'm just gonna have to get right here. Okay.
See, I'm holding it up there like that.
Oh, not down on the ground.
Not down on there. You have to make it into.
This is where you have to have a steady hand,
There you
Sheila.
go. There you go. You're doing good.
Oh, I see. By putting your hand up, it actually
You
lays
get-
it much.
lays it.
Oops. That tastes yummy.
You're doing an excellent job, Carol.
Well, see, I think my problem was I was going, when I tried to do this before without a piping bag, see how
Perfect.
puffy that is there is because I was laying it right on it.
Correct.
But by
And see
keeping it
how
up
neat
above,
and clean it.
it's a
really.
nice smooth edge now.
Very good.
Okay, so now what do I do?
And then all we do is we take. This is my phone, that's okay. You take the icing, and all you do is.
Oh, fill it out. So could I use it from here? Well, actually, that's probably good to keep in the bag for
The other, and you can do dots with it. You can do anything. I'll show you later.
Does it need to be thicker to do dots?
No, this is the same consistency.
Oh. Okay. I think that was the problem with my I tried to do dots before.
Hold it on your hand like that.
Okay.
There you go. And now spread it.
Oh, and
Keep spreading. And do it very lightly. You don't have to press it.
Oh.
Go very lightly. There you go. There you go. Very good.
All right. But you also want to get to this in time before your
It dries.
edge dries,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. Oh, but see, the nice thing about having the edge is that your icing's not going to go past that.
Correct.
I really like that idea of when you're piping the icing for the border, you don't keep your tip down along the edge. I think that was my problem. Just let it lay.
Wow, look at that.
All right, so now I've
And
got
then
that
you're going to
dimple. How
tap
do I
it
do?
a little bit. You're going to tap it and shake it.
All right, now I have a couple bubbles on here.
Okay, when you have little bubbles. Oh, we didn't get that.
Do we have something to poke in there? All right, give us a minute. We're gonna find something to poke this. Okay, so I have some little air bubbles here.
So just poke it in there.
So have something to poke it. You can even use a toothpick. Now will that pop open?
Yes, that'll pop open, and then just shake it.
Oh, okay, to get rid of the little dimple.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
There's one here. Perfect.
Look at how flat that is.
And now you have to let that dry.
All right, that's the best one I've done ever. It's because I got a pro.
You did an excellent job.
All right, so we're gonna let these dry, and a lot of times it takes, what, 24 hours?
24 hours, yes. I would usually do it at night and then let it,
Oh, okay.
put it on shelves like a baking sheet and just leave it there overnight, and then it's ready in the morning.
I remember when we started doing cookie stencils, and Joanne and her husband, Mark, who's a master baker, they would make samples at home with royal icing. And they would have all these samples out on their counter, and the next morning they'd come back and they were eaten because their cat would jump on top of their kitchen
Yes, be
counter.
careful about
So
it.
she finally learned that she had to put them on a cookie sheet and put them in her oven.
Yes.
And then there was the time that she forgot that they were in the oven and she turned the oven on.
Wow.
All right, so now we have our cookies. We'll be back later and she's gonna teach me how to stencil.
Great job.
Thank you. All right. Okay.